Alright, so I've had a bunch of people messaging me and asking me and tweeting at me and all this stuff about the new Yu Yu Hakusho special and the new Dragon Ball movie, and hey, what do you think? What do you think? People, and I'm like, and I haven't really mentioned anything about it. I don't think I've tweeted. I don't even think I've even tweeted a single thing about either one of these projects, and mostly because I don't really have an opinion yet because I don't know anything about these projects. I mean, I know they exist, or that they're going to exist, that they are in development, and that's interesting, I guess, but I have no expectations for these. And, I'll start with the Yu Yu Hakusho one. First off, I think a lot of people are getting really excited for something that I think is going to be really simple and not that, impressive. Because, it's a little OVA that's going to be tossed onto the new Blu-ray box sets that are coming out in Japan. And I don't expect it to be anything spectacular. I think it's going to be a little bonus thing that they toss on for shits and giggles. And it's probably going to be some sort of little character-centric thing, a little slice of life thing. Maybe they'll go to Demon World and they'll deal with some sort of mundane Demon World problem. But I don't see it, I don't think this is going to be oh shit, new big bad guys arrived and they're gonna go deal with them and it's gonna be fucking awesome and badass and over the top, and I don't see that happening at all. And honestly, I hope it's not that. I'm really relieved that it's just gonna be an OVA, because I feel like they've been hinting a lot, Yu Yu Hakusho anniversary's coming around, there's Yu Yu Hakusho anniversary coming around, what are they gonna do? And I feel like a lot of people have been really hyped to see to see more Yu Yu Hakusho. I've already said in the past, I don't want more Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know why so many people would be like, "Oh man, what do you think about the new movie? The new thing that's being announced?" And I'm like, well, I mean, I've already said I didn't really want more Yu Yu Hakusho, but if this is the new Yu Yu Hakusho we're getting, this is probably a best case scenario in my opinion, because I feel like this OVA is just going to be, like I said, a little kind of mundane thing. Kind of more akin to the Jump, the Jump Tour, Jump Anime Tour special, whatever. The fucking Yo-Sung Goku special. There you go. I feel it's going to be more akin to that. And if that's the case, I'm A-okay with that. I really don't want... I don't want there to be a new Yu Yu Hakusho movie or arc or some shit where it's just oh no, there's some other guy who's even more powerful than any other guy we've ever seen before. It turns out he's been sleeping for the last 36 years and now he wants to pick a fight with Yusuke. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Because that's just I feel the thing I love about Yu Yu Hakusho is that we went to the far ends of Demon World, and we saw the higher echelons of power, and we saw the biggest baddest dudes, and Yusuke and company are already in that bracket. They're not the top dogs, but they are in that bracket with the top dogs. And so just bringing in some new fucking asshole for them to fight would just feel cheap. I don't want that. But yeah, like I said, this is a best case scenario for me. If I'm gonna get more Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm gonna get it in the form of some little bonus OVA. Honestly, I'd be shocked if this thing was even 20 minutes. People seem to be oh my god, new Yu Yu Hakusho animation project, and I'm guys, don't get too excited. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be some little simple thing that's 15 minutes long, in that, I'm predicting somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes long for this animation. I'd be shocked if it hits 30 minutes. And, yeah, I think people are expecting a lot more out of this than what I am, and I have a feeling it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be something really mundane. It's going to be, probably more of a character-centric piece, and I'll probably like it, and other people will be horribly disappointed because it wasn't super badass and had a cool fight and a new big bad villain, and they'd wonder why the fuck this was even made. And I'd be hey, cool, a great, thing with, cute character interactions, and maybe showing you character, dynamics or something. Maybe we didn't really explore too much in the original series. That might be cool. Maybe see Kuwabara like shacked up with Yukina. Something interesting, you know. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm really expecting from this. As for the Dragon Ball movie, I went from... Okay, now, for context, when Battle of Gods was announced, I was hyped. I rode that fucking hype train to the goddamn moon. And then I crashed like the fucking Challenger when it actually came out. So Battle of Gods is pretty much what started my whole descent into, oh no, Dragon Ball isn't really good anymore. And I was horribly disappointed by that. And then they announced the second movie, and I'm like, oh, well, Battle of Gods wasn't that good, and like Dragon Ball Minus was dog shit. So maybe Toriyama just doesn't have it anymore. And then it's announced as a fucking Frieza movie, and I'm just like, oh my god, we're gonna fucking dust off Frieza and bring his ass back. And I actually enjoyed that one, which is kind of like the polar opposite opinion of a lot of people who are really critical of Dragon Ball. Usually they like Battle of Gods and they dislike Resurrection F. The reason is, like Resurrection F doesn't try to be anything other than just a big, dumb, schlocky Dragon Ball movie. And honestly, like, you know, Battle of Gods tried to do too much and tried to be more meaningful than it actually was, and that's why I kind of didn't like it. There's more specific reasons why I don't like Battle of Gods, but those are kind of like just the overarching thing. Where Resurrection F was just a big dumb Dragon Ball movie, and I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. I mean, I had a lot of fun, and yeah, it wasn't a good movie, but I had a lot of fun. And then we get to, you know, this new movie. And I've been kind of waiting for a new Dragon Ball movie to be announced, because Super's been going on for a while now, and I'm like, okay, so when's going to be our next Dragon Ball movie? Like, you know, like, and I was wondering, like, what they would even do for another Dragon Ball movie. Like, do you take one of the arcs of Super and condense it into a film, so that way, like, these recent Z movies have, like, their own following continuity? Or do you just do something completely original? And it looks like they're going the completely original route, which is fine. That's probably what I would have preferred, I guess, because then again, I don't know. Like the movies were better than the arcs, so maybe the movies would have given them an opportunity to make better versions of stories. But oh shit. What was I gonna say? Oh, so you know. Also, I was kind of hoping that like this was going to be like a Toei original film, kind of like just like the completely, you know, non-canon Dragon Ball movies, and it could just be a dumb fun Dragon Ball movie. And I could just have fun watching a dumb shitty Dragon Ball movie. But of course, one of the first things that's announced, you know, written by series creator Akira Toriyama, and I'm like, oh no, no, because when it's written by Toriyama, I have to kind of sort of acknowledge and respect it, I guess. Like, I have to, like, give it, like, some, like, more reverence than I would just some dumb fucking random Dragon Ball movie. And because it's, like, Toriyama adding... Because, like, Toriyama's going to want to add more stuff to the canon and to the continuity and to the lore of Dragon Ball. And every time he adds something new, I feel like he makes it worse. Like, it's like, no, I didn't need all this shit explained. Stop explaining shit. You're taking the wonder and the mystery out of it. Stop. Like I know like a lot of Dragon Ball fans are just like, oh my god, Toriyama explained this thing, and I'm like, no, stop. You're making your magical series less fucking magical. Cut it the fuck out. I don't need this much shit explained. And like it looks like we're gonna go into the Saiyan lore stuff, and like I'm curious what it's going to be. Is it going to be like some sort of Saiyan origin movie, or is it going to be like, you know, another fucking stab at Bardock? Are they gonna do like fucking Dragon Ball Minus the movie and try to give it a plot? Because dear God, please don't. Yeah. So you know, are they gonna go that route? Are they gonna do like the origins of the Super Saiyan God? Because I feel like if you're gonna go that route, like how are you gonna do like a Dragon Ball movie without the main Dragon Ball cast? And you know, because I feel like they're not ballsy enough to do that. I would love to see like things like a movie that's set outside of like the core Dragon Ball cast, but like how do you do a movie without them? And like, well, I mean, you can do it, obviously, but like I don't think they would. Like I don't think that they would take that risk. It's like no, we want to give people Dragon Ball characters. So like what? Are they gonna like fucking time travel? Are they gonna like go back or like is someone going to like explore the lore of the Saiyans and it's gonna be like some fucking villain who is linked to like the Saiyans' origins and now he's starting shit and then we're gonna explore like the Saiyan origins through this guy and I don't know. There's a lot of different ways they can go about this because like we literally know jack shit about this movie. Let's see. What else did I want to say about this? But yeah, just man, like I really just wanted like just Toei to just go ape shit and do something weird and creative and just do like an original movie. Just let them fucking run wild for like 90 minutes. And instead I'm getting like you know the next chapter of the Dragon Ball saga as written by Toriyama Sensei. I'm like, no. But yeah. I honestly don't know. Like, I mean, maybe they're gonna go to Universe 6. Maybe that's like the Saiyan lore they're gonna fucking explore. I mean, there's just so many fucking things they could do with this movie. And, I honestly have... I have, like, no expectations. Like, if this wasn't a Toriyama-written thing, I might be more excited. That probably sounds really condescending, because I guess it is really condescending. But, I just... Man, I don't want to see any more Toriyama stories. I've been seeing Toriyama stories lately, and Toriyama stories haven't been good. They've been these bare bones, like, just non-existent stories, and I don't want to do another one of those. At very least, if I'm gonna fucking... Like, at least with Toei might just go apeshit and do something fucking weird. You know? I can at least hope for that. I don't think Toriyama's gonna go weird. Like, I feel like he's just gonna go, like, fan-pandering, like, here's the Saiyan origin thing, and we're gonna explore all this information and tell you all these things, and... I don't know. That's kind of my 2 cents on these two things. Hoping they're both good, obviously. I don't want to go watch bad things, and I'm gonna go watch both of these, obviously. So I want them to be good. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that, and... Yeah, that's it. Till next time, Xeon out.